So this fragrance here could have been an absolute disaster. A strawberry fragrance by luxury perfume brand Creed. Let's find out how they did it. I'm going to give you my 2 cents. Let's go. All right, welcome back everyone who has already been to the channel. If you're brand new, welcome for the first time. Today we are going to be reviewing Fragaria by Creed. This is a relatively new release from Creed, and I think it's exclusive to Europe. So I got a notification from a friend of mine who works at Selfridges in London that Creed was coming out with a brand new fragrance that was going to be exclusive to Selfridges in London. So this is after the big Creed takeover when they started doing their really powerful scents like Centaurus, Delphinus, Absolute Aventus, Carmina. Then in comes Fragaria. So after Harrods got their exclusive of Millicene 1849, Selfridges decided they wanted to get in on the action. So Creed gave them this one here. This is Fragaria. Fragaria, if you think about the name, if you know anything about plants, is the genus name for strawberry. And I knew ahead of time that this is going to be a strawberry fragrance, and I thought it was probably going to be a disaster. Shortly before this came out, we had Carmina, which was a cherry-based fragrance. It was absolutely amazing, and I sort of felt like Fragaria was going to be one of those castaways. They decided, let's do cherry or strawberry, and then this was sort of okay, so they decided, let's give this one to Selfridges. So I had my doubts about this one going into it. I also thought if this wasn't done properly, it probably would smell like a very cheap, think teeny bopper or pop star fragrance, like an Ariana Grande fragrance or a Britney Spears fragrance, because it would smell overly sweet and very syrupy. So I went to London. Selfridges had it on sale quite a while ago, exclusively for 5 days. I ended up going all the way to London to pick it up. Even if I wasn't going to like it, I still wanted to have it in my collection because, as you can see behind me, I'm kind of a fanboy for Creed. I have every one of them in my collection. Do I wear all of them? No. But I wanted to check out and see what Fragaria had to offer. So when you think about Creed, you think about Millesime quality, you think top of the crop, that's what it means. You think about French perfumery, you think it's going to be very pretty, it's going to be refined very well. And surprisingly, that's what you get with this one as well. But before we spray it, let's talk about the notes. So as you look on Fragrantica and you see the notes for this fragrance, the top notes are going to be bergamot, mandarin, pink pepper. In the heart, you've got that strawberry note and also a violet accord. And in the base, you've got vetiver and cedarwood. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it on myself and let you know what I think about it right when it comes out of the bottle. You can see the atomizer here. Let it dry down a little bit. And the first thing that you get out of the bottle is immediately strawberry. But this, as I said, is not a teeny bopper or a very cheap smelling strawberry, because the other thing that comes out right at the top, you've got a burst of citrus. That's going to be that bergamot, which seems to be Creed's signatures. Creed does a lot of fragrances with bergamot at the top. The other thing that comes out of this is you've got cedarwood in the base. The wood balances this out absolutely beautifully. Think of this as sort of like an Aventus, where you have that woody with the fruity, but not at all in the Aventus DNA. So you've got strawberry. As it continues to dry down, the woody note, the cedar wood, and the vetiver in the base balance it out absolutely beautifully. Like I said at the beginning, this could have been an absolute disaster. This could have been a novelty fruity scent, something that Creed was trying to do experimentally. This could have been something way off brand, but it really isn't. The perfumer behind this has absolutely gone and put exactly the right amount of woody notes. Think vetiver, think cedarwood with the strawberry. The strawberry, as they say, is not at the top. This isn't a sweet raspberry type fragrance or fruity type fragrance. This is actually sophisticated. It also isn't limiting. This fragrance could be worn almost all year round. I think that in the summer, the fruity notes, the bergamot, the strawberry, will lift off your skin beautifully when your skin is warmed up. Then I think also in the winter, the woody notes actually make it very cozy. This is one of those fragrances that I've said before, it's like a warm hug. This is very wearable. This is not a very heavy scent, but like the fragrances that came before it, think Centaurus, Delphinus, Carmina, this one is going to last. This is not going to be something that's going to be off your body in a couple hours. I give this fragrance maybe 6 to 8 hours on the skin, and it's going to create a bubble around you. People are going to smell it. It's a fun, uplifting fragrance with also an element of sophistication. When I first smelled it, I only smelled it out of the 2 ml tester, and spraying that, it doesn't give you everything that it does out of the bottle. And most notably out of the bottle, you also get that pink pepper note, which adds an element of sophistication to it. This is definitely one that I would recommend trying. It's an easy fragrance though. I think that a lot of people will find this appealing. I think that the strawberry note is not so obscene that everybody's going to come up to you and say, yes, I smell strawberry. I was just talking about it with my mom actually, and I said, what do you smell? She couldn't place the note. But once you know that strawberry is the note, or if you know what Fragaria means, you're going to intentionally look for that strawberry note. You're going to know exactly what you're looking for. So now let me give you my 2 cents. So Fragaria, as I said, this one could have been a disaster. This could have been cloying. It could have been syrupy. It could have been over the top. It could have smelled very juvenile. But Creed has managed to make strawberry a sophisticated note in a fragrance. This could be considered a flanker to Carmina. The fragrances do not smell similar to me. And I think from my point of view, Carmina is a more successful fragrance. I go to that more frequently. But people who are going to like something a little bit more light, not as dark as Carmina is, are going to go for Fragaria. I didn't expect to love it. It feels like one of those scents that quietly asserts itself with you. It's one of those fragrances that somebody's going to smell. They're going to smell something familiar, but then they're also going to wonder what else they're smelling. This one smells warm. It smells thoughtful. It smells far more mature than strawberry perfume sounds. So you're going to go into the store and smell this, and I think you'll probably walk out with this. I've taken a lot of friends into Creed and I've introduced them to this fragrance, not telling them that this is a strawberry fragrance. And nearly all of them have been very fond of Fragaria, even after they found out it was a strawberry fragrance. I think it's sort of surprising to everybody because it's got so many other elements to it. Think the pink pepper, bergamot, cedarwood, vetiver. My 2 cents on Fragaria, definitely worth a wear, definitely worth a try. If you can find it, let me know if you have found it in the comment section below. If you've gotten this or if you've had a chance to smell it, if you've gone into local Creeds, even in the United States, let me know if you've had a chance. I don't think I've seen it in the United States. I know they have it at the boutiques in London, and I personally got mine at Selfridges. Selfridges does carry this fragrance. I don't think the other department stores there carry it. I know Harrods has their exclusive, the 1849, and I think Harvey Nichols is the one that had exclusively the Eladaria, the rose fragrance, but don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, that's a wrap on Fragaria by Creed. If you're a fan of fast-paced fragrance reviews without all the fluff, definitely hit the subscribe button. Definitely leave me a comment. Let me know if you like this or if you like the new Creeds or what your favorite Creed is and what you'd like to see reviewed because I've got them all there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next episode.